Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Dr. Shah Mahmood and I am a founder at wellmedic.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining us in this journey and signing up to one of the WellMedic courses. If you haven't signed up to WellMedic, please do check out the website and check out our AKT and RCA courses that we offer, and we've helped thousands of GP trainees now pass their MRCGP. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to go through some of the commonly asked questions in terms of how to access the sites, how to get hold of the resources, and just simple things like how to log in as well. So we're going to start off by showing you guys how to log in. It's very straightforward. Rather than actually clicking onto one of the courses directly, we would ask you to go to the My Account tab, which is on the right-hand side of your screen. At the top, if you click onto My Account, then all you have to do is pop in your email address and your password as well. So if I just pop in my password and then click login, it then takes me to this screen here. And once you're on this screen here, what you need to do is actually click onto courses profile. And once you click onto courses profile, it then takes you to a course profile where you can see all of the different courses that you have signed up to. So here, these are the 5 courses that I'm currently signed up to with this account. Now, the second thing that I'd like to show you is how to get your hands onto some of the resources within the course itself. So the course that probably has the most number of resources is the 15 ways to boost your AKT course, which is right at the bottom, which is our AKT preparation course. And if you click onto this course, you will then be loaded to the 15 ways to boost your MRCGP AKT course. Now, the way that this course works is you have 15 points on how to pass the AKT. Now, what you can do is under each point, there will often be a video lesson. So you can watch the video lessons. And if there is a PDF lesson, then you just need to click onto the PDF and then you will have your templates as well. So for example, here we have our self-rating template. If you click onto this, you will then see a PDF version of this template come up. Now, some of the templates can be downloaded. If it's a downloadable template, all you have to do is there's a little folder that you can see, which has got the arrow pointing down. If you just click onto that, you can download it. If you click on the 2 arrows pointing to the side, you can play around with the sheet itself. If you want to rotate it, if you want to zoom in or zoom out, you can do that within the page as well. So it works very well and it's very, very easy to navigate. Now, if you want to go back, you just click on to the 15 ways to boost your MRCGP AKT course. You can go back to the course page here, and I'll just show you another resource that a lot of people really thrive off, which is our BNF summary. So if you click onto the BNF summary and you just work your way down, you can see here that we've got our pharmacology table, which is 70 drugs. If you click onto that, you'll get access to our pharmacology table. As we mentioned before, some of our resources are downloadable, but some aren't, and the pharmacology resource can only be accessed within the course, but it can be accessed on all resources. If you go side and you go back to the summarizing the BNF table, then you can also see our cheat sheets as well. So here's an example of one of our pharmacology cheat sheets. This one can be downloaded and printed. It's just coupled side effects based on their themes instead. Now, one of the things that a lot of trainees want is that they want to get a certificate. If you want to get a certificate for doing the course, so it's something that you can upload onto your profile, then make sure you mark the lessons as complete. So if you just mark it as complete, it will then update your lesson. And the important thing with that is it then updates your progress. So now that I've marked it as complete, I'm now 1% complete. If I was to complete the whole of this, I would then be able to access the certificate. Now, the second thing people often ask me about is how to get through to the forums. So under each course, you will have a forum. Now, if you click onto the forum, it takes you onto our restricted forums that are only for people who have logged into the course and have purchased the course. And you can see commonly asked questions relating to the different modules as well. So there is a forum for each of the courses at the moment. Now I'm just going to work back through to the courses, and we'll go through the next commonly asked question. So the next thing that I want to cover is with relation to the administration course. So the administration course is made up of 36 video lessons under our 5 modules, but in addition to that, we have now started to offer those modules as PDFs as well. So if you now click on lesson slides now available in PDF, you can actually get the full notes to complement your revision strategy, so you can work through each of the summary notes as well. Within the course, there are also our resource lessons as well, which are very popular. So in addition to the 36 video lessons, you also have a resource list. So if you click onto one of the modules and you work yourself down, often as the second title, you will see Module 2 Resource List. If you click onto Module 2 Resource List, you'll get a full lesson of complementary resources for each lesson. So let's say lesson 1, there's guidance for doctors completing medical certificates, there's reporting debts to the procurator fiscal, proactive identification, guidance, and registering births. So if you click onto any one of these, you will actually then be able to see exactly where the knowledge for that module has come from. For the next point, I'm going to work through the statistics course because I want to show you how you can take a quiz. So within many of the modules or many of the courses, there are quizzes that you can take. So if we click onto the statistics course as an example, and just to show you that in each of the statistics course, there is a quiz to go with each module. So once you've completed all of your videos, you can then click onto the quiz. So if you click onto module 1 quiz questions here, you then have to select the quiz itself. So by clicking on here, you can select the quiz. And once you've selected the quiz, you can start the quiz. And then you can see this is one of the questions. So it's a table. And then you've then got a question that you have to answer. You answer the question, you click next. Then you answer your second question and move forward and click next. So on and so forth. And then you finish the quiz. And once you finish the quiz, you will then have your results. So without putting any effort into this, it will tell me that I scored 2 out of 5 points. You can then view the questions, which will then show you whether you were right or wrong and what the right or wrong answer was. And then once you finish the quiz, if you actually go back to the course and work back through module 1, after the course module, there is actually an explanation module as well, where you get the explanation through a video. So here, if you click onto explanations for module 1, you can then watch how this was the right answer. And I talk you through the answer based on the information that we've provided you within the course. So this is an example of how to use the quizzes within the course. Now, the next thing that I want to talk you through is how to use the mock course. So let's go back to my account and click onto courses profile. And within this, we're now going to talk about the mock course exclusively. So we're going to talk about how to take a mock. We'll then talk about how to review the answers. So here is our mock course. The mock course is a 200 question mock, which is separated into either a full exam under timed conditions that you can take under this banner, or you can split it across 4 separate mock exams. So here you have 1 to 50, 51 to 100, 101 to 150, and 151 to 200. So for the sake of this video, we'll start with 151 to 200. If you click onto 151 to 200, you will then be able to sit the mock. So similarly to how we did it previously, you have exactly the same opportunity. But what you do this time is you go through and you answer the questions, click next, answer your next question. So let's go with that. Then we go for the next question. Okay. So I'm just going to answer a couple of questions here. And then once you've finished, if you click onto review question, you can actually flag your questions just like you would in the AKT. So if let's say I get to question 14 and I want to flag it, then you just click review question and it will flag it. And then once you've finished the exam, you just click onto quiz summary and then finish quiz. So once you finish the quiz, it'll then mark your answers and it will tell you that I've scored 1 out of 50 points, which is absolutely fine. And then what you can do here is you should always view questions. So view the question and it will then tell you which question you got right and which question you got wrong. Now, the key thing here is, unfortunately, we don't have a system where you can store your answers. So we ask you to take a picture or write down the answers that you got wrong and which answers you got right, because that will allow you to then review your answers correctly. So I would often just take a picture of this, so then I know which answers I was correct in and which answers I got wrong. If you want to work through the answers, you can do, but this doesn't apply the reasons for why you've got the answers wrong. It will just tell you what the right and wrong answers were. So some people find it absolutely fine just to work through this. However, what I prefer to do, and what many of our candidates that have done really well within the exam prefer to do, is actually watch our video explanations as to why they have or haven't got the right answer. And this goes back to this course page here. So if you go back to the best MRCGP AKT mock course, and rather than clicking on the mock exam split across 4 tests, this time what you do is you go to the explanations. So the answer and explanations for each of the 50 questions are here. So for this one, we're going to look at the questions from 151 to 200. If you click onto 151 to 200, you can then go to the direct question that you want to have the explanation for. So let's say I got 151 incorrect, which I did. If I click onto 151, it will then give me a video which explains what the question was and what the correct answer is as well. And there's about 6 hours worth of clinical content within this course. So there's plenty of clinical content to go through. Once you've finished this video, if you want to go to the next video, you just click next lesson and then it'll take you to question 152. If you click it again, it'll take you to question 153. So as you can see, the AKT mock course is very straightforward. It's very easy to do a full mock as well if you want to do it under time conditions. And once you've done your questions, make sure to take a picture so then you can then access your answers. So now finally, we're just going to go on to our RCA course, which is our most recent addition in terms of the courses that we offer. If you click onto course profile and you go to your RCA course, which is what's it really like to pass the MRCGP RCA, click onto the MRCGP RCA course, and within the RCA course, you will see the different areas. The thing that people want to know here is how to find the resources. So one of the examples is around building the best patient list for the RCA. If you click onto this, we have our WellMedic example case list, which is a number of cases that you can use based on the curriculum guide. And as you can see, here are some cardiovascular questions. You can actually download this, as we discussed here, by clicking the file with the download button. That will then save it onto your desktop. You can then print it out and share it with your GP practice so that they can help you prepare for your RCA. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. If you've used WellMedic, do share that within the comments of this video as well. Now, the final thing that I just wanted to mention before I finish up this course is that all our courses remain active for a total of 6 months from the time that you sign up. Now, we have a lifetime course guarantee, which means that your courses will remain active until you pass the AKT or RCA. So what we would advise is that if you find that your courses have gone missing from your dashboard, it's really straightforward. All you have to do is send me a message to our email address, which is sham@wellmedic.co.uk, and just tell me which courses it was that you've purchased and when you're going to next take the AKT or RCA, and we will upload those directly back onto your profile, and then they will remain valid for another 6 months. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. please do share WellMedic with your colleagues, and I really hope you enjoy using the website, and I really hope you find that the course is useful and it does indeed help you pass the MRCGP.